Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to part 3 of Power Rangers Heroes of the Great Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Up now is we have Kimberly sitting in the Industrial District fighting one Super Putty, and then we have the other 3 Rangers all fighting against Pudgy Pig, and a bunch of other villains. So what we're going to do is I could just do Kimberly's, see if she takes them out, and that'd be fine. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everyone else take out Pudgy Pig. And the reason for this is because if they win, I still have the option of moving some of them around and maybe try and take out Angel, 2 Putties over in the Angel Grove Park. Maybe having someone jump back over and help Kimberly. It makes more sense to see what they can do first. Trini has 2 actions to use. So she can initiate combat twice or combat once and then move if she has to. But then Zack, Billy, and Jason can all move. So if I start Trini as the lead person, and they can somehow take this guy out in one turn, which would be fantastic, then everyone else could move wherever they need to move, and I can always move someone to Kimberly, and she can still initiate another action. So, alright, let's see what we got on our board over here. So, first of all, we'll initiate an action with Trini. She's going to start. We got to decide if we want to draw some more cards. She only has 2 cards in her hand. I think I'm going to draw 2 more cards. So, we got another Sabertooth Strike and a Precise Strike with her. Zack already has 4 cards. I think I'll leave him at 4. Billy has 3 Tactical Strikes on the top. So I'm going to draw that because it's a good card to have. And then Jason has 4 cards as well. So I think I'm going to leave everyone with their 4 cards. Alpha gets to draw a new card to replace our Energized views. So we have Recovery Protocol. Play this card when another Ranger plays a card to allow the Ranger to return the card to their hand instead of discarding it. Okay, so that could be helpful, potentially. But we'll leave that there. Alright, let's see what we got. We have 2 Putties and 2 Supers. So let's start with our Super Putties first. And see what we get there. We'll do a Super Putty first. So we're going to get another Putty Pummel, 3 damage. And then we'll do a regular Putty. Swarm Attack. Okay, these wings kind of suck. Deal 1 damage. Increases damage by 1 for each Footsoldier at this location. So that's going to currently do 5 damage. So we definitely want to take that one out as soon as possible. We have a Swarm Attack from him. So great. Gotta take that one out as well. And this is a 3rd Swarm Attack. Ugh. So basically I have these guys doing 15, 16, 17, 18 points worth of damage. This is more than enough to kill any of my guys. Now for Pudgy, we draw 4. So to take out a boss, I have to take out 4 of their cards. So if I can take out all 4 this round, he's done. If I can't, then I just have to play him again. But if I take out 2 this round, he's defeated. Alright, I can fight him again. So he has Butter Knife Cutter. Deal 3 damage to 2 different Rangers. Luckily, nothing so far has a guard. So that's actually kind of another Butter Knife Cutter. Just drew a 3rd one, so I'm going to reshuffle these quick before I draw another one. So maybe I didn't shuffle these before. Shuffled all the other decks. Alright, what do we got? Oh crap, we have I'm Hungry. Alright, so this says, let me get this to focus for us. Drain 2 damage. Each Ranger must discard from their hand a card with the highest energy cost. When this card is defeated, each Ranger may return 1 card from the discard pile to their hand. So I definitely want to try and take out that. That's 5 health, though. And then we got another Butter Knife Cutter. He has a bunch of these. So, alright. So, 3 damage, 3 damage. That big one's only going to drain 2, but it's going to steal one of my highest cost cards. And the last one does 3. So, nothing has guards, so I don't have to focus on anything there. But I do have to figure out how they're going to go. But it's going to go Putty, 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 and then the bad guy. So I have a couple of turns before it gets to him. Or does the monster attack first? Now I'm questioning myself. Each enemy battle is dissolved. Top row from left to right. Okay, so alright. So Pudgy Pig's gonna activate first, so I can focus on him, then focus on the troopers second, or the Putty patrollers if I need to. Alright, we have a ton of different things we can do. Definitely I can use my Triceratops to return something. But I'd like to defeat some things as quickly as possible. So I know that Zack has some good stuff for defeating things. Put his card when it suffers 2 damage. That's defense. It doesn't help me right now, but that'll be nice if I take damage. 4 more cards am I discarding. Okay, so I can add some extra dice to my attack with him. I can defeat a card, lets me perform 2. So my power daggers wouldn't be too bad to use. What does Jason have, though? Alright, let's scooch this back a little bit. And kind of go down and see if we can get this to focus. Maybe you guys might want to look at a focused image instead of blur. Alright, trying to figure out what we can do. So I need to do 4 damage. So I think I'm going to start off with is Team Tactics, which is a maneuver. It says, gain 1 energy, another ranger of your choice may immediately play 1 card. So I'm going to do that. So gaining that extra energy will help me pay for something a little bit more powerful. And I think I'm going to do is use that 1 energy to pay for my Reckless Blow. It gives me 2 dice, but it says before rolling I may discard the top card of my deck to add 2 dice to this attack. So we'll do that. Discard the top card of my deck, which is my Sweeping Strike. So I gain 4 dice. So we are trying to take out that butter knife cutter. We rolled 3. Alright, so what I can do now is I'm going to use Jason's ability to reroll my 1 die. I know it's maybe crazy because I only get to use it once per battle, but if I can take out that butter knife cutter, it helps me prevent a lot of extra hits right off the bat. Sweet, so I got my 4 damage. Alright, so I'll take out him. But now, Zack's ability also says, once per battle after defeating an enemy card with an attack, you may deal 1 damage to another enemy target adjacent to your target. So I'm going to just immediately do 1 damage to the next butter cutter, because now I only need to do 3 damage to it instead of 4. I could have went down here to the adjacent and done it to the Putty Pummel instead, but I didn't want to do it. Alright, so now it's their turn. They attack, nothing's going to happen. So as long as I can keep up this momentum. Although it's like at some point it might be worth just taking a hit. To go ahead and to get rid of that I'm hungry. Because that's going to really weaken me down too. So I have Mammoth Slam, which is what I'm looking at doing right now. Because I did add an extra die. If there are 4 more cards in my discard pile, I can add 1 die, which give me 3 dice. I don't have to, again, use Zack right away. What I'm wondering is, do I have anybody else that gives me an ability to play a card right away? actually, since I only need to do 3, we're going to try this as a risk. So we're going to do Saber-Tooth Strike. I gotta roll 2 dice. This attack... Actually, no, let's not do that yet. Let's do... Let's do Lead the Charge. Next time any ranger performs an attack during this battle, add 1 die to that attack. So, Jason's going to spend 0 to do that. To roll 2 dice. And he's going to attack that butter knife cutter. So we're hoping to do that 3 damage. Which is possible, but not likely. Whoops. Nope, I only did 1 damage to him. Alright. So unfortunately that's going to happen. You know. But what that's going to do is now he's going to activate. And I have to do 3 damage to 2 different rangers. So, Billy's going to take 1. Because he always has the most, so I can take 3 damage. So it's going to go ahead and do that. It's going to give me an extra energy point. So it's not that bad there. I think Trini's going to take the other hit. Because she probably has the most cards. Alright, so unfortunately she did 1. So she's going to lose that. And I have to draw a second one. So there's my other 2. So that'll save me. Because that'll be my 3 damage. So that gets discarded. Because she lost 2 cards that turn. So that really weakens her. But now it's my turn again. Now, I really need to do is take out that I'm hungry. Now, I don't need to worry about that butter cutter blast. Because... because it's not going to affect again. But if I don't take out that I'm hungry, I'm going to lose 2 energy. So at this point, I may as well spend 3 energy to try and take that out. Now, I could use Jason's attack. Yeah. So to add 1 extra die to an attack. I'm just trying to debate what's my best option. If I thought I could take it out, I'd use Saber-Tooth Strike. But I don't think it's going to happen. So I wonder if this is what I'm thinking. I want to try it. So I have Saber-Tooth Strike. I can roll 2 dice to get 3. I can take out that butter knife cutter. Says it may immediately perform a second attack with 2 dice. So I can attack I'm hungry with 2 dice. Then I can use Trini's ability. It says after I play a card, I may immediately play another card. So I could play another one and get another 2 dice. So that would give me a total of 4 dice to try and take out I'm hungry. But I'd also have butter cutter defeated too. The only issue is, if I don't defeat it, I have nothing else to protect me. So, but 4 dice on there, I can't roll 5 damage. And that's 2 dice and 2 dice. I don't get it. I'm thinking to take out that 5, because I really don't want to deal with that. Because I'm going to play my power sword. So we're going to spend 3. So I have 3 shared energy right now. So we're going to spend all 3 of that. We're going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice, and next time any other ranger performs an attack, they get other dice. So we're going to do this. We're going to roll all 6 dice and try and take out I'm hungry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, boy. Alright, well. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it is. Now, if I hadn't used my free die roll before, I would have been able to use it now, but I've already done that, so that kind of sucks. Alright, so I'm hungry is going to activate, and it says, drain 2 energy. Each ranger must discard from their hand the card with the highest cost. Alright. So it's my power dagger. I'm going to discard the smooth moves. It's going to be my power lance. For Billy. And that's Jason's last card. So now Jason has no more. Red Ranger has no more cards, so he can't do anything else with this combat. Unfortunately. Now, what comes is I have to worry about another 3 damage from 2 different sources, and my guys are starting to run stuff. So now I can either take out I'm Hungry, or try and take out Knife Butter Cutter with something, or I can try and take out some of them other cards. So I think I'm going to do is we're going to spend... Oh, I have to lose 2 energy though too, right? Alright, so Zack and Jason are each going to lose an energy since neither of them have enough to do anything with it anyhow. I'm going to spend my 1 energy on Trini to play Sabertooth Strike. Roll 2 die, but I get a 3rd die because of Jason's ability. And we're going to attack I'm Hungry. So I only need to do 1 damage to it. Which I got 3. Alright, so that's enough to take that one out. Now I get to immediately make another attack with 2 dice. So I'm going to attack that butter knife cutter over there. The farthest one. I got 2 misses. That does not help me. But now I'm going to use double strike to play it. I'm going to end up using Billy's energy. He's going to share his energy with me to play at Sabertooth Strike. So still got to pay for its cost. But I'm going to attack the other butter knife cutter. The first one. I did 1 damage. Crap. I was hoping to do 2 and take it out. And be able to attack a 3rd time. Alright, so I'm going to have to take some hits here. Now, before I take any hits, I got 2 things I can do. 1, because I defeated I'm Hungry, it says, each ranger may return 1 card from the discard pile to their hand. So, I get to pick 1 card I want to put back in my hand. So who has... since I have no energy... We're going to take a twin team thing work. Let me draw another smooth moves here. Alright, I think we got this. Put a Mighty Maces back in our hand, and Jason is going to get a 0 cost card. Do I want the extra die with damage, or do I want the extra energy? No one really has any energy abilities except for Billy, so we'll do the extra damage so he can actually do an attack. Alright, now before I do anything else, Billy has... I can, once per turn, I can have a ranger draw a card, put 1 back on top of their deck. So I'm going to actually have... I'm going to have him draw a card. He's got counter jab. I'm going to put that back on top of my deck. Because it says, if revealed for defense, I get to... deal 1 damage to an enemy of my choice. So he's going to put that one back down. And I can exhaust my Triceratops to allow any ranger to choose 2 cards from their discard pile to return them to the top in any order. So who has the fewest cards? Trini, so I'm going to let her put 2 cards back in there. So she's going to put that one and set up for another turn. We'll put a Blade Blaster back on there. Perfect. Alright, we need to take out Pudgy this turn. Alright. Now his butter knife is going to activate. It's going to hit 2 of my guys. So first thing we're going to do, Billy's going to take a hit. So he's going to go ahead and take 1. It says, if revealed for defense, deal 1 hit to an enemy card of my choice. I'm going to deal 1 to this one. Take this one out. Just so I don't have to spend an extra attack on it. And then we're going to actually play a reaction with Zack here. Smooth moves, reaction. Play this card when any ranger suffers damage to reduce that damage by 2 and gain 1 energy. So we're going to do that so that Billy doesn't have to sacrifice another card to take his 3 damage. And we're going to gain an energy point to use. So now another player has to play one. I don't know who else has a good card. Jason has a lot of cards left in his deck. So we'll have him reveal. So he's got a 3. So I'm just going to lose my block. Which is fine. Now, what I can also do, though, is play another smooth moves. I have a second one. So we can do that to gain extra energy. But the thing is, the only person that has an energy card right now is Billy. And I only have 1 energy available. So it doesn't make sense to do that. Unless I wanted to keep that block on top of his deck. That would be the only reason. Because it reduced it by 2. But I'm not going to worry about it for that reason. Alright. Now it's my turn. Now I have to worry about this Putty attacking me for 3 damage. Now I could just focus on taking out some of these swarm attacks and not worry about Pudgy Pig. Or I could try and take some of these. But the thing is, them swarm attacks do 5 damage. So I really need to just focus on them and then come back and try and defeat Pudgy Pig if possible. If not, I might just have to fight him a second time and suffer through 4 more attacks. But I only need to defeat 1 card. Alright, so let's see what we have. We need to be able to do the most damage possible to what we can. So I think what we'll have to suffer that 3 damage from Putty Pummel, which is fine. But we're going to attack the first swarm attack, this one here, for 3. So Jason's going to go ahead and go. He got 2 dice. Let someone else roll a dice so then maybe they can do something next turn. 3 damage. Come on, 3 damage. I'm going to re-roll that one since it hit the corner. Okay, it's a miss. Alright, double miss. It was probably a hit, but, you know, I picked my battles. Alright, well that sucks. So that's going to definitely not go well for me, so I'm going to take 3 damage. Billy's going to take it. He's going to hit 2. And then he'll hit this one, which will save him. Alright. Who is up next? Alright. Let's see who can do the most damage. So we need to take out one of these cards. Alright, so I think we're going to start with Billy and use his Mighty Maces. We're going to spend 1. He's going to get 3 die. Now hopefully we can take out that swarm attack. Okay, I did 2. It's not enough to take him out, but we have Twin Fang Teamwork. Put this card after another ranger resolves an attack to deal 1 damage to the target of that attack. So we're going to do that. Because if I take out this guy here, then it's I get a free extra turn. So now it's going to activate. I'm not going to take that damage. So now I have to try and take out another one. Before I have to try to take out one of these at a time. But at some point I might just want to take that 5 damage to try and take out Pudgy Pig. Alright, so we'll do Mammoth Slam. We're going to actually try and take out Pudgy Pig up there for 4. Because I'd rather, I guess, have to suffer 5 damage and 5 damage than have to fight Pudgy Pig another full time. So where Zack is going to try it and goes, he has more than 4 cards, so he's going to get 3 dice. So he needs 4. He's got 3. Alright, that's better than nothing, right? Now, I don't think I have anything that can help boost that or come in. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, so then Swarm Attack is going to hit. Deal 1 damage, increase the damage by 1 for each foot soldier, and there are 4 foot soldiers, so it's going to be 5 damage. Again, I think well, we'll have Jason go first since he has a lot of cards. So he's going to take one, right there. We're going to actually play Smooth Moves right away. And that'll reduce it by 2. So now he's taking 3 of the 5. So if this is a high card, there's 4. And they'll block it. Alright. Okay, so we survived that. So now I have to do 1 hit to that Pudgy Pig to take him out. Or I could try and take out this other swarm attack. And I still have 1 attack. So I do have precision attack. So I can automatically do 2 damage. So I attack, they go, it's done. So I'm just going to go ahead and do Precise Strike. Precise Strike, do 2 damage to the Pudgy Pig up there, which is going to take that out. I'm going to spend that 1 shared energy I still have to put this back on top of my deck. It's going to take out Pudgy Pig. Swarm attack is going to hit. I'm going to have to take 5 damage. So Billy's going to take this for us. So he's got 2, 3, and that'll block it. Alright. Okay, so in the end, I took out Pudgy Pig. Boom. So he's going to go. I'm going to gain a full level. I also took out 1 of the Putty Patrollers. So I do get 1 on the board. The other 3 I'll get cleared off, though, because I defeated a monster. So I get another... And my panic token goes away. Alright. So I do get a Mastodon. Awesome. So Mastodon says... Exhaust this card to immediately remove 1 foot soldier from the location and place it on the experience track. It's a free defeat. Alright, so that's going to get rid of all of these guys. So, Pudgy Pig is defeated. I don't have to worry about him, but I have to worry about Bones coming up, which should come up in like 2 cards, could come up in 5 cards. Alright, so before we end this video, let's just look at the stake of our game. Where we have is Pink Ranger is fighting 1 thing. Angel Grove Park has 2 super putties. Everyone else is fine, except Trini has no cards in her hand. Zack has no cards in his hand. Jason has no cards in his hand. Billy is actually not doing too bad, but he only has 1 life left. Jason has 2, Zack has 3. Trini's not doing too bad. So I'm probably going to have to do with my move action, just move a bunch of these guys. I could spend 1 action to leave them where they are, and then I can shuffle up to 6 shields worth of cards back into my deck. Which isn't bad. Or I could just use the action to just move them to the command center. The reason why leaving them would be helpful is if like I still had to fight Pudgy Pig again, I could have then used their actions, like use each character's action to like go ahead and basically rebolster their deck so I can draw more cards before they lose. But instead, I'm going to do is just move a bunch of guys into the thing. So Billy, Jason, and Zack. All 3 of those guys are going to move into the command center to power up. Which power up lets me do is lets me reshuffle all of my cards back into my decks. And I can start basically with a fresh hand in life. Now, alternatively, I have 3 lives. I could just let some guys die if I need to, because then they go back and power up anyhow. But if I don't have to do that right away, I'm not going to. Now, since Trini still has 5 cards in her thing, I'm going to spend her action point and move her down here to help Kimberly out. And then Kimberly's going to activate her action on the next video to attack that Putty. But at least she'll have Trini to help